A huge, and Sam Sheridan wrote about that in Fighter's Heart too. It's like when you wear a gi and you realize the Gracies use your gi as a weapon against you. You're being choked out.
You have a rope around your waist.
Gi.
You got a rope around your neck.
Yeah.
And so that's why like purists will tell you study gi first, then you can go no gi. Because gi the
street fight breaks out. Ronda Rousey pushes you in a parking lot. You take a shot at Ronda Rousey.
No way.
No, you don't know it's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I mean, I love her. First of all, with Ronda Rousey, all I'm trying to do is flirt with her and get her to like me.
And then somehow she just takes a shot. You don't know it's her. She's just a girl in a bar that's drunk. She keeps taking your hat off, putting it on her head, and going, and you're like, I need my hat back. I gotta go home. My wife gave me the hat. And she says, drop some C-bombs about your personal family.
Yeah.
And then she takes a shot at you.
Yeah.
And then you go to throw back. How long do you think that fight? And you're a grown guy. You know you're a good fighter.
I'm not a good fighter, but I'm an actor and a comedian. But Ronda Rousey is a professional fighter, and I've rolled around with good,
How long
fighters.
do you last?
But I don't believe that in understanding circumstances, as I stand here right now, that I'm beating Ronda Rousey.
I didn't ask if you would beat her. That'd be absurd.
Yeah.
And I would call you a crazy man.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm asking you to guess.
I know I've rolled with professional men like Thiago Alves and Nate Marquardt, and it lasts about as long as it takes you. It takes two blinks of an eye. It
takes as long as they decide.
It takes as long as take fourth place in downhill skiing. But Ronda Rousey, I'm probably holding on to, and I'm whispering in her ear. I'm trying to use what masculinity I have left at that point to try to get her to like me. I'm making her laugh. I just start making her laugh.
You're in an arm bar going, "You see me in a Hangover?
You see me in a Hangover?" Like that's what I do. Whatever. I'll wear my arm in a sling. I'll still make you laugh.
Check this out. We're in the hallway at Fox Sports, and I asked her to do the podcast. We've been in touch, so it's forthcoming. Excuse me. And I go, how much weight do you have to lose before your fight? And she goes, 15 pounds. And I go, well, you got plenty of time. I go, what's the quickest amount before I finish the sentence? She goes, I can lose it tonight. I go, how? She goes, sauna. And I go,
I used to lose 10 pounds in a night, no problem.
I go, but how can you lose
water weight?
No, but let me finish, honey. I'm looking at her body, just sitting there in like a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and a leather jacket. I'm like, 15, like she looks super thin. And she lifts her shirt up like bra level.
Wow.
And she goes, well, like it's all in here. And then she puts it back down. Behind me, I just hear Matty Boy go, hey. And then I go, I'm sorry, we didn't catch that. Could you pull that up again? And then she laughs and throws a left hook like I'll punch you right in your face, you asshole. But it's one of those things, and I said this about you when we worked together in Master Debaters.
Yeah.
You acting out someone else's fight is really like a peacock showing its feathers of, by acting out this fight, I'm showing you how well I can fight.
Yeah.
Because you were going, and then Butch Bradley's brother's like, come on, and you're just throwing your hands, and I go, holy shit, Bryan Callen can fight. But Ronda Rousey throwing like that goofing off, like, ha, you prick. Like that left hook that just, like I felt the breeze go by.
Yeah.
It was scary, like big guy scary.
Yeah, man.
It was frightening.
Yeah, she's a pro fighter. Very different. But how's the body? I mean, she's great. I know. She's so sexy.
How's the body?
She got abs and stuff, and
a little bit.
She's a babe.
She looked a little fat.
She's a babe, man.
She looked a little fat.
What do you think she weighs? What's she walk around
150 right now.
Yeah, she's a big,
she's
strong
gonna fight
girl.
at 135.
How tall is she?
5 foot even. She's
No.
a big fatso.
No, she's not.
No, she's probably what, 5'8"? She's wearing like
5'6"?
Wonder Woman boots.
She's so sexy.
She had heels on, and so she's probably like 5'6".
You cannot be light in the ass. I'm too light in the ass for Ronda Rousey. You got it. And plus, if we got in a fight, I want to know.
Sheridan would disagree with you because you stick it with the jab and you circle away from the power hand, my man.
Well, listen, you have to understand something. I promise you, if I'm dating Ronda Rousey or I'm married to Ronda Rousey, I'm training every day, and in 1 year, I'm not hearing a peep out of her.
I don't think that's true.
Well, it is true, Jay Moore, because I'm a guy.
In
and I'm telling
year?
you, I'm training 4 hours a day, and yeah, I just
You're
said
gonna pass
it.
an Olympian.
I'm gonna do it.
In 1
She's
year.
still a woman, and we're in love, and we're in love. So and we're having a very, very, very vigorous
Can you be married to someone? That's the big question. And I ask all the warriors this, the men.
Yeah.
Can you marry someone where everywhere you go, everyone knows she can kick the living shit out of you?
I have no problem with it because I.
What about when you're in bed and you reach and you choke her like to have sex and you're having like a little rough sex and and she puts her hand on your wrist and it feels like a little too strong.
Well, but she's still no.
And instead of having sex, you're thinking, oh, she's got wrist control.
Yeah, but she's still 5'6". She's still 5'6", 150. That's a small man, and she's still a girl. So in fact,
bronze medalist.
Doesn't matter.
She gets punched in the face for her job.
I've been
You're
with,
telling jokes.
I've been with Olympic
in
athletes.
Canada.
I've been with Olympic athletes, girls, who weigh 150 pounds. Yes, I have.
You've had sex with champions.
One was a national on the Canadian national water polo team. She was 150 with a back on her and sexy as all get out. And I took care of business, America. And then
did she still have that stupid leather helmet on her head in the bed? Did she look like she's flying an old plane?
Duh. The one thing I hated was that mustache. But she and then the other one was a D1 sprinter from Atlanta.
Okay,
in fact,
but none of these people fight for a living. I'm talking about if you're married to a 3rd-degree black belt.
I'm rolling every day for a year, and I'm holding my own.
A Ronda Rousey.
Give me 1 year.
All right, give me a hypothetical. Let me give you a hypothetical. Yeah. Ronda Rousey, you guys hook up, and this is you're married. We're all happily married. We're not saying this happened. I'm just saying in a hypothetical world, Bryan Callen dates Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
You take her out a couple times. A month goes by. After that month, she's got like 2, 3 glasses of white wine in her. You go home, and you're having sex with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Jesus.
And I know Bryan Callen, you like to get it a little rough sometimes.
Yeah. No, I don't. I like to give it rough. I like
to dominate.
Meant.
You like a little rough. You like to put a forearm across the carotid.
Sure, I like to put you in a chokehold, punch you in the face.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, in the middle of it, when you're like, you like that, when you're saying your dirty things to her,
you like that, you little
fucker. You like?
No, I don't.
That?
I just go.
In the back of your mind, don't you know that at any moment she can just roll you over?
It's a problem
and choke you out.
It's a problem. I'm having a problem.
You're at Starbucks and people go, "Oh my God, Rounder, could I have your autograph? My kids love you, and we studied. We watched you on YouTube punch the shit out of that other lady that was 40 that didn't make weight, but you fought her anyway." Everywhere you go, everyone knows this woman can beat the living shit out of you.
Well, but you have to understand something. I keep telling you, yes, but first of all, I find her very sexy. I love the fact that she is a fighter. I love fighters. I have so much respect for fighters on that level. I see what they go through, the weight loss. So number 1, I'm her support system. Number 2, I'm her biggest fan. Number 3, I'm training every day. All right, I'm already getting worked up. I'm training every day.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with her. So I'm learning all her tendencies and her tricks. I'm a guy. I weigh 175. I'm eating deer meat every day. Look at my arm right now.
He's flexing.
Look at my arm right now. I can throw my hands on my feet. Don't worry about that. Don't you understand that I'm one of her rolling training partners, and in 1 year I'm right there with her.
But don't you understand that's a year where she makes you tap out?
I'll take it. She's worth it.
Don't you? And this is a philosophical, hypothetical question too.
Yeah.
I firmly believe, and I think you'll agree with me.
Yeah.
A woman in a happy marriage needs to know that guy to put a ring on her finger when push comes to shove is going to knock someone the fuck out.
I will knock someone out in her honor.
But she's going to knock the guy out before you.
Yeah, we make a good team.
She can knock you out on the way to that guy.
We make a good team. We make a good team.
So you have no problem with this?
Yeah, I go like this. I go, Ron, stay behind me for a second. And I look at a guy, and I'm a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I look at how my voice is getting low.
Do you tell the guy?
I wish you guys could see my eyes right now because they're blazing with intensity.
How do you do that?
Because I pierced through you with my Obama brown eyes. That's why.
But do you tell the guy, look, I'm a little crazy?
Yeah. I go.
You know what? I know.
No, I go like this. I go, my friend, I'm married to that girl. That's Ronda Rousey. She defers to me. I'm her king. I'm her man. I'm the silverback in the relationship. All right? And I'm about to silverback you. Look.
That sounds like gay erotica.
It is. And then I just move in on him, and I drink deeply of his mouth. while she puts him in a chokehold.
But all right. But again.
We lure guys in.
But I'm resetting this.
Yeah.
You had to use her to instill fear in the guy you're about to fight.
I sure did.
Like you and your wife.
Yeah.
Are at the movies and someone's talking at the movies. You go, hey, you guys keep it down. The guy goes, man, fuck you, punk, and fuck you, bitch. You're gonna stand up and go, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? Yeah. Like your wife isn't even a part of this.
No.
Your wife's pulling on the back of your shirt, going, it's not worth it. It's stupid. And you go, all right, it's not. You know what? You're lucky she pulled me. You sit back down. Then in the parking lot, That person comes up to you and puts their hand. It's over.
Yeah.
Bryan Callen takes care.
I come in.
TCB, like a
I
greyhound.
explode.
Like a whip. Yeah.
I use my ratio of fast to slow twitch muscle.
You get a lot of fast twitch muscles.
Look at that shit, dude.
In the parking lot, it's all fast
Look
twitch.
at that arms built for dance.
But if there's a big guy in the parking lot that comes up to you and Ronda Rousey, don't tell me your first thought is, I hope Ronda takes this guy. And I think that's a problem for the American male.
Well, I'm a coward, so yes,
You're
I
not
probably
a coward.
No, I think about. I love the topic. I love the discussion. You have to understand that at the end of the day, I still find Ronda Rousey very feminine because she's smaller than I am. She's 150 maybe, and she's still pretty and she's still a girl. She's still got feminine. The thing about Ronda Rousey, she's still got a lot of feminine, energy.
You're talking your way around this.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me that she at that point in our relationship, at that point, and I'm quickly gaining ground. It doesn't bother me that she can take me at that point. But please understand, I'm doing nothing but rolling with her and with the other guys. I become her training partner.
Because you're going to learn her weaknesses when you roll?
Yeah, I'm like, of course.
But what makes you think she's not going to learn your weaknesses when you roll? She's the Olympian.
I'm a guy.
Because you male ego.
I'm a guy. No, because I'm a guy.
Does the relationship change?
I'm stronger.
When you get your black belt in judo and jiu-jitsu.
Not judo, but jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Or maybe both.
Yeah.
Now, does the relationship change? Do you start getting a little lippy around the house? Like, you know what, Rhonda? Why don't you fucking shut your stew shoot and let men do let guys do their guy stuff? We're back here doing a podcast in the back house. Why don't you go make some fucking eggs?
The problem, you know what?
Both internally and externally.
You are right that it takes
baby
away.
factory, zip it.
Yeah, it takes away that, doesn't it? It takes it takes that equation away where I'm like, hey, quiet. I'm dealing with this. But I think that in that situation you would have to work out a dynamic because she would have to respect your mind, your decision-making process, and you would have to establish dominance in another way besides physicality.
Checkbook?
That
you know what?
Emotional
If you want me to keep paying for these wrestling matches, you better zip it, lady.
Dude, if she caught you cheating on her, you'd really be in trouble because she might beat your ass. You might come away with it with 2 broken arms.
But what are your other levels?
Now you can't wipe your ass.
What are your other levels of dominance? If I couldn't wipe my ass, I would just get that dark uncle in the cowboy head that you had.
Oh, God. Oh, that feels good.
Big circle.
Oh, big circle. My Sudanese uncle.
What's the other level of dominance when you're in the bedroom in the throes of passion with Ronda Rousey?
Humor.
Oh my God!
I make
You're
her laugh.
Embarrassing yourself. like I'm on top of Ronda Rousey.
All you hear is this.
Look, I'm Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put it right in your ass.
All you
and
hear.
She's like, "You're so funny, you fucking weakling."
That's all you
At
hear.
the end of the
that.
day, you're a weakling.
No, I'm not, because I'll tell you why. Let me. I got another one for you.
Look how you're sitting.
First
like an actual woman.
I know.
Bryan
like
Callen.
a kitty cat.
Oh,
hold on. Take a picture of me.
like a kitty
Look,
cat.
take a picture of me.
All right, but now you're
at my
posing
little
too
feet.
much. You're all curled up.
I'll be like exactly how I was. I'm not moving.
All right.
Look at my eyes.
All right.
My eyes are all big.
So you're saying the way to deal with having an Olympic fighting champion
here's the other thing. You have
to establish dominance in other ways.
No, this is the other way.
Humor?
In bed.
Are you out of your mind?
Listen,
What are you,
in
Shemp?
bed. In bed. Look. Listen, I got a piece on me. So you got to understand something. This is the bottom line. Athletes, women athletes, and I've been with enough to know this. Women athletes tend to be, their bodies become tight, and so do other things on their body. Okay? It's just the way it is. They tend to be, well, things are very tight down there.
Yeah.
And when I break in with my warhammer,
Go on.
and I'm taking care of business.
You bring down the gazelle. You've been running all day.
When I bring that gazelle down and I'm on top and I'm taking care of business, and she's like, "This feels so good. This feels so good. It feels so good." And I'm drinking her mouth in, and she's beautiful. And I'm looking at her going, "You're so beautiful. You're my favorite. You're my champion. You're my champion. You're my champion. Look at me." And we get into that. And all her hormones start working, and she's like, "This guy just bangs me too well." And now she's attached to me. Now she's in love with me. Now she's emotionally hung up on me.
Sense.
I just won her. I won her over, And
with your warhammer,
with my warhammer, and the fact that I'm cooking for her sometimes, and the fact that she feels down, and I'm giving her philosophy. I'm giving her philosophy.
Homemade pot holders.
I know
Look what I made while you were out training. I made pot holders.
Listen, I know how to talk to fighters. Nate Marquardt, Strikeforce champion, gave me props on my podcast. He said, after talking to you, I learned how to deal with success and failure. I was very flattered. I'm older than Nate. I had some things